All right, we're wrapping it up. Final block. Don and Susan, we've just had Senator Briggs, Senator Massey. Always a pleasure to have them on. Good, lively discussion. Didn't get nearly to as much as we wanted to. Some thoughts about that?
Well, I'll have to say, and I'll throw our friend Richard Briggs under the bus, the most interesting thing we learned was off air. He's never been to a bar. So what
Which
we're
I'm having a hard time believing.
Susan and I are both struggling with that. You know, what's interesting is, look, politically, I'm going to disagree with much with what Richard and Becky do, but on balance, they try to generally approach things in a reasonable way, even if I disagree, and I have to be thankful for at least that. Right now, clearly my party is not in the majority. It'll probably be some time before we ever see that, and I respect often their efforts to try to do things in a moderate sense that appeal to more people than less.
Susan?
Well, I was just going to say, one of the things we noticed, there was a rare bipartisan bill to name Juneteenth as an official holiday in Tennessee. I'm not sure it's passed yet, but it does have bipartisan support, and it's Democrats and Republicans on the bill. So I feel like that one is actually going to pass.
Even with that, I'd heard a story last week, if it's true, that at least one legislature had proposed naming it something other than Juneteenth, and that is just a racist insult to the African American community and culture.
Yeah, I've not heard that. So
well, I don't think it'll happen, but the fact that anybody even brought it up is really insulting.
Real quick, the abortion bill, let's revisit it. If you're a betting person, does it pass?
Nothing happens. Sorry.
I think the bill on rape and incest will not pass. I think Dr. Briggs' bill has a really good chance of passing.
With the ectopic and stuff like that.
I wish at least that would. I still disagree with the whole concept, but I'm fearful that none of it will pass.
So we got about a minute or less left. We saw the governors react this past week when asked about that high school yearbook photo and comparing it. He got a little annoyed.
I will say that I saw the press conference where he was confronted with that photo, and it is the least governor-like I have ever seen Bill Lee respond to that media person. He was short, and frankly, he just blew a fuse.
He's pretty low-key usually.
And yes, it was not, and I'm not a fan politically of Governor Lee. We met him on the show. We've talked to him. He seems like a pleasant enough fella, but I was really surprised. He just blew a gasket.
Don Bosch, Susan Richardson-Williams, we always appreciate you being here at the desk with us. And we appreciate you all watching us on Sunday mornings. You know we'll be back next Sunday. Take care. We'll see you again.